I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to King Dolphin TV. I am Raymond, author of the Dolphin Wars series of books and ruler of the best pod in YouTube. I'd like to welcome you all to the stream tonight. Tonight, you're in for a treat. We've got another interesting interview. I am pleased to have musician Kam Stewart joining us here. But before we get going here, as always, if you like what we're doing here at King Dolphin TV, if you love these interviews and the fun we have here, please send me their names or please like and subscribe. If you know somebody I should interview, please send me their names, email addresses, snail mail, whatever, so I can reach out to them. If you are a creator, my email is in the description. So please reach out to me and we will get you on here and get you to show your wares, show your talents. Exactly, Legatus. It is time for a jam session. Yes, and Snort says, I want to hear the musics. Oh, yeah. So let us, without further ado, we shall welcome the chat. And we will get started. We have the first in, last out, Legatus Legionii. We have our own John Rendell, who performs Jelly. He says, I prefer Jelly. Come on, you knew that was coming, Legatus. Yeah. And, of course, our very own Bear with a Dare. Snort up! What the? Snort up, pupas! Gilbert! Let's jam. Let's party. All right. We will. We'll get to the music in a bit, but let's get to know Kam. How you doing? Welcome, Kam. Glad you can make it.
Yeah, happy to be here. I'm glad. But yeah, doing great.
Good. All right. So, we will. What we'll do is we'll go break the ice. We'll get to know you a little bit. The chat can ask questions, and of course, we're going to hear some music. That's what we got. That's why we're here. They don't want to hear my voice. They want to hear the music. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Have you always done music?
Huh? Sorry, what was that last part?
Have you always been involved in music?
Kind of. I mean, looking back now, it's very obvious that this is where my life was going to get to, but it wasn't for a long time. I've always been in music. It's always been my main interest, I would say. But I really only started playing like 3 years ago and writing about 3 years ago.
Right.
So, but always like picked up instruments and then didn't play them really. But I was in like chorus my whole life and was in the like plays in school and everything like that. So that's more of my background with it. But yeah.
Okay. Did you take schooling? Any serious schooling for learning your lesson or for learning your music? Or
not really. I took music theory as a college course when I was in high school. So I guess that would be my only real form of schooling. I've pretty much self-taught because I took lessons in school for guitar, but I didn't really learn anything too much from it. I didn't really want to keep with it, but I had the guitar now, and it was like a few months after I had finished that class. I was like, you know what? I should actually give this a go. And so I did. And because I was writing poetry at the time too. So I just started that. I was like, you know what? I might want to try writing songs. And so I just did it. And
All right.
yeah. So.
Okay. What got you started in music? Just through your life?
I mean, my father was really big into music, and we really connected on that a lot, I think, too. But he introduced me to a lot of bands, the Beatles and Queen, which are like kind of my early roots. But for writing music, I have everything to blame on the girl I wrote my first poem for, and I got into poetry, and then watched a movie called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs on Netflix, and I got introduced to folk music. I never heard of folk music before, and I got into that, and that really changed my life because I wanted to do what I saw like Bob Dylan doing.
Oh, nice.
So, like, I mean, he's a huge inspiration, but it was people like that. Willie Watson was the first person that really got me into that. But yeah, I found out what folk music was, and I wanted to write folk music, so that's where I started out.
Nice. Are you just doing solo work, or are you in a band?
I have a few different projects in the works. I'm mostly solo though. It's pretty much just been like that. There has been talks of some bands, so I might be in some projects, but I wouldn't say anything for certain at this point. I'm mostly focused on my solo stuff at this point in time.
Okay. And we established that you write your own music.
Yes.
And how long you've been playing. Besides a girlfriend, whether she's current or not anymore, what do you usually use as your inspiration?
Well, I don't know, it's kind of changed. I mean, there's a lot of things I find inspiring. I get inspired by other music, I would say, the most maybe, which is weird because it's like, well, then are you just copying people? But no, it's just I get inspired by different genres and different like artistic forms. But I would say, I guess like I use a lot of biblical imagery. So when people ask that question, I usually go to that because I guess that's the most obvious thing that keeps going in my work. Is like I know a lot of biblical imagery. It's the stuff I'm most familiar with. So like as philosophies involved and all that type of stuff. So I usually use characters from that.
Okay.
But I'd say that's the biggest thing.
All right. Let's see. I was trying to get Sandra I'm gonna email my wife Sandra the links that she can post onto the chat.
Yeah.
So people can find you.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
No, I got them off your card.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I just realized I forgot to send you this.
Oh, no worries. Let's see. So Sandra should have it now, so she can start putting links out there.
Yeah.
So that let's see. We got us our amazing ranch. Is that you? Is this your YouTube channel?
I don't know. Probably not. Let me here.
Because I didn't see a YouTube channel on your.
Was it not on the business card? So
yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is.
Okay, cool.
But it just says Kam Stewart. Okay. Cool. All right. There's the YouTube channel. You are amazing, Legatus Legioni. You are amazing. John Rendell says, I see an interesting guitar collection.
Yeah, I just got this stand for it. It's not too crazy. Well, I'll be playing my Taylor today, which is my prized possession. I have 2 guitars over in cases over there too. So this is my whole collection. But I have
looks like mostly acoustic.
Yeah, well, these 3 are over here. So it's Epiphone, starter guitar. This is my first guitar I ever started writing on and stuff, practicing on. Let me put the mic closer. And then Yamaha over here, acoustic, and then Ibanez acoustic. They're all decent. This one I used for a long time until I got my Taylor. And then over here I have a bass. Let me see if I can put the camera over a little bit. But yeah, over here I have a bass, which is my baby. It's really nice. It's a Music Man. And then I have an Epiphone Les Paul, which is pretty nice. And then I have a free Stratocaster I got when I was working as a contractor.
Wow.
So it needs some work. That one does.
So the ones on the left are electric.
Yes, over here.
Yeah. Are the Pod's own the Pod's own guitar expert, one of the many guitar experts I have in the Pod,
Okay.
John Rendell. He made an awesome bass guitar.
Oh, nice.
Really awesome. He makes homemade stuff. He does really good work. He says Eppies are better than Gibson.
That's a hot take that I would honestly agree with. Personally, like I don't get, that's the one brand I don't really get the hype around. Like is Gibson, because I feel as though they're a classic brand, and I'm not hating on Gibson at all, but like I don't know. Epiphones have some nice stuff. There's some people I know that don't like Epiphone, but I'm an Epiphone fan for sure.
He says he's got an Epi Les Paul Black Beauty that he loves.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a at the place I work, we have a 2 Prophecies Epiphone Les Pauls. That Prophecy series is really nice. If I needed another Les Paul, I don't really have a use for another Les Paul at this point in my life because I can't afford it. But those are really nice. Yeah.
And Snort says when he was a wee cub, rock music was 2 Neanderthals banging rocks together. Let's see. And
sounds like Jack White.
And Pudgy says, break the ice. He doesn't see a hammer. Well, I hide him. Legatus asks, are you the one with the single How the Cold Wind Blows?
Yes, that is me. That's actually my top song still, surprisingly, I think.
Well,
but but that was distributed. It kind of gets funky too if you're looking up that song, because it was with another distributor. So it's like on my profiles, but it might be separate on some things. But yes, I am How the Cold Wind Blows. Actually, I have a funny story with that one.
Oh, go ahead.
The person, if you listen to the song at the beginning, it has a radio announcer, and at the end it has a radio announcer, kind of Pink Floyd type inspired intro and outro. But the announcer is my favorite teacher of all time, Mr. Stouch, who taught me sociology.
Oh, nice.
So he was also my history teacher as well. He's a great teacher, and he was, the sociology course was the best course I ever took, and definitely changed my perspective on a lot of things.
Oh, cool.
Made me a better songwriter in person for it. So yeah, he's ever eternalized in that.
Okay. What's your degree in?
Me?
Yeah, what's your degree?
I don't really have a degree in anything.
Oh, okay.
Actually, just
well, nothing wrong with that. You got your music.
Yeah, I thought about going to. Well, the problem is, I would. The reason I have not gone to college at this point is because the majors that I would want to go for, I wouldn't really like. I'm pursuing music, and I'm kind of doing what I want to do already,
Yeah,
and that trajectory is already kind of there.
that's true.
So, and the things that I would want to go for are like way different. And so like sociology I would want to go for, or I've always wanted to learn Hebrew and that type
Uh-huh.
of stuff. So I would probably go into some type of major like revolving that kind of study. So it would be very different than like my music.
Hmm.
So that's why I haven't gone at this point, but
Okay. And of course, Snorter Pooper says degrees are overrated these days. The world has too many over-educated morons. Well, I would not disagree with you there, Snort.
yeah.
And of
Well, there's so
course,
many things I was gonna say too. There's so many things online that I'm learning too. There's like classes. I mean, Jack Antonoff, who's my favorite producer,
mhm,
he has some like classes online, and he was just named. He just got a Grammy Award for being the best producer of the year, and he's won that before. He's my
uh-huh.
favorite producer, and he has classes online that you can pay for. So it's like, why would I go to school? I could just
Yeah,
learn from the best in
that
my
is
eyes.
true. That
So
is true.
it's another
That
part.
is so true. All right. Okay. You knew this was coming. You've been warned. You've been told twice.
Yes.
Pudgy Hedgehog asks,
Favorite
question.
cookie. I thought
What is
long
the
and hard about this. Very, very intense. Kept me up at night. No, I would
Whoa.
say no. I would say probably sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies, yum.
Yeah. Those are
Nice.
good.
All
Those are
right.
very
The hard hitting question has been asked and answered. Hello, Dark Helmet. Thank you for coming and welcome to the chat. And a late hello to Pudgy Hedgehog. And if I didn't say so, well, hello, John Rendell. Okay. Um, let's see. Okay. Snort says I can't play the guitar with my claws. I keep breaking my G string. And Legata says, so any sweet cookie, yummy. Yes.
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You don't want to hear any more of my voice. So if you want to ask some questions, please feel free. Otherwise, we're gonna hear some music. What are you gonna put on first?
This first one I'm gonna do. One of my favorites that I've written is "Nobody's Home," so it seems to be a favorite for people that play or hear me play out. So I'm gonna sing that for you first.
Okay.
There's a young couple leaving the condo. They were ugly in their youth. There's an old father returning home, bringing his little ones food. For in wisdom and in failure, he gives them what he can. Only embrace in the present, seek some kind of holiness. There's a woman smoking in her car, gassing the whole place up. She's late for work at the salon. She ain't had her morning cup. She walks with no vision. She's bathing in all black. Her clothes are life story. Her soul is all but flat. Between circus tents and pocket lint, there's nothing to absorb. with frameless skies that terrorize your hands until you're bored. Since nobody's home, since nobody's home, no lady blocks up the path, gripping the iron cane she bore in her leg has been damaged in the making of many a war. Her beauty is transcendent, her likeness is transformed. All this encompassing juxtaposition of a whore in the gas, looking unkept, though the mowing has not ceased. It's unbridled religion. It's the joke that is world peace. There's a mistress in the alleyway, spear kids in the trench, stop signs on Mount Etna. Who knows how far that went? So I'll wear my guns and sell my sons and prove myself to death. I'll lay my claims to base the sames that fight me for my best. Since nobody's home, since nobody's home, a deviant and a lost boy stand upon a stump. One is in the other, one body in a hum. Patches of hair and good fortune, agony covers his skin. Though he's but a child, his hair is getting thin, and he wears a crown of insubordination. His right hand's in his pants, and the boldness of his problems increase as his evenings spent. And there isn't a solution to which his ears have not heard. There's no likeness like freedom in the spirit of the bird. So I'll set my rage to leaflet pages in my book so worn through nightingales and fortnight tales that never reach the morn. Since nobody's home, since nobody's home, since nobody's home. There you go.
Awesome. And as I was listening, I texted Sandra and I just said, "Wow, just wow! You are good."
Thank you.
Let's see. John Rendell is he's going into the inner workings of your style. Let's see. Let's start with
Favorite guitar players.
what he asks. What gauge strings do you like on your acoustics?
Ooh, so I use I'm a little privileged with it because I work at a guitar store, so I get discounts, and I use elixirs, which are usually $20, but I get them for a little cheaper. Um,
Nice.
so I do use elixirs, and they are I think they're a light gauge. They're always a light gauge. So I think that's what, a 12 ish,
Okay.
1253, something like that.
Let's see.
So yeah, I do the light.
Yeah.
High, lower, medium actions.
Pudgy says he's home. Okay.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Let's see. He's asking favorite guitar players.
Favorite guitar players. Ooh, that's a good question because I don't think I would say no. I do have an answer for this. My favorite all time guitar player is Jack White.
Oh, okay.
The White Stripes, because I love that kind of sound that he makes, and he just does whatever. But I would also say Brian May is up there too from Queen.
I've heard recently. I've heard about the White Stripes because I guess
Uh-huh.
I was watching a YouTube channel about the Rock Hall of Fame. So I think I'm gonna have to check out the White Stripes.
Yeah, they're
And
very good. They're very good. They're very bare bones. They're very bare bones, but
Bare Bones is good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pick or finger style for electric or bass.
I do a lot of like I did a lot of finger picking when I first started. I've kind of stopped it because once you're doing gigs for like 3 hours, it's hard to just keep doing that for every song. But because my fingers cramp up very easily, so but I would say I haven't played too much bass. I always go for fingers on bass though, just like that. That's kind of how I do it. I don't use a pick for bass or anything like that. But for electric, I usually use a pick for most of the stuff I do. But it depends. It depends on the song for me.
Okay. Hello, Phantom Outsider. Yes, looks like you got a good. John Rendell says applause. Awesome. Applause. Snorter Poopers claps. Sandra's clapping.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Let's see. And John uses light gauge.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like a brighter sound. So.
Legatus asks, how many instruments do you play?
I am not sure. My two. So I play harmonica, which you heard, and then I have guitar. Those are my main two, with piano.
Mm-hmm.
I would say piano is a main one now because I've been writing a lot more on that.
Okay.
So those are the main three. But then I like on my Christmas EP album type thing, whatever it was, that I released, I played mandolin on it. So I play bass too a little bit. I play ukulele, just whatever I can get my hands on for the most part.
Yeah.
A little bit of drums, but.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a drummer.
Nice.
Or trying to be.
I think I saw some clips of you playing at one of the Music and Arts.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't suck too bad.
No, it sounded great.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see here. Do you know how to read sheet, or do you just strum to what sounds great from Legatus?
I am mostly by ear. I can read sheet music. I'm not great at it because I don't practice it really. But I did take music theory, so I do know a lot of the stuff. I know a lot of the basics. When I was in music theory in school, I did write a piece for the band. So I do know how to write sheet music and read it for the most part, but I'm not super, I don't usually go to that unless I have to. So definitely more by ear.
Okay. John says tried to pick on bass and hurt his thumb joints.
Ooh, that can be rough.
saying awesome. I like the sound of a ukulele.
Yeah, they're nice. They're definitely a different sound. I've used it. I've written a few songs on it, but not very many. I think like 2
Okay.
written on there.
All
Which
right.
one might come out here soon. It's not going to be a big release. It's going to be it's just a small. It's going to be on like BandLab and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But it'll be a small release of something I did on ukulele.
Okay.
Most likely for Valentine's Day. We'll see if it comes out.
Okay. Are you part of do you do your stuff at a studio or home recording?
So it's kind of so I do a lot of stuff at home, but the main place I go for anything that's like online now, like that hits Spotify and stuff, like my whole Christmas album that I did,
Mhm.
that is all at my producer's house. So she's a good friend of mine. Her name is Steph Gem. She has some stuff coming out too. So you can
Have
find
her
her
come.
on my socials and everything.
Have her come. Have her come on.
Yeah, I might have to tell her about it.
Sure.
But yeah, she's fantastic. She's a fantastic producer. She plays a lot of instruments. She played a lot on my album too. But
Okay.
she's mostly who I go to now for stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's mainly where I do it. It's a very small setup she has, but we've made it work, and it's been very
Okay.
delightful working with her.
Okay. Last question before the next song. Raymond has his own groupie, Sandra. How many do you have?
I don't know if I really have any groupies at this point. I follow around my friend Elijah a lot, though. I will say we have a group of musicians that we very much follow each other around a lot. At least I do. I always run into them. But
All right. What are we going to hear next?
this next one is actually out now, but we are Steph, Gem, and I are working on a different version of this song that's going to be a single.
Okay.
So we have kind of like the demo version out now on Spotify and everything. It's called Arms of Sophia, but it seemed to be the favorite off the album, and there's also some other stuff. I'll tell you this, a little exclusive. I've been working with my friends in Utah that are dance choreographers. So
Nice.
that's a big part of the reason why we're trying to rework the song and some other ways, see what we can add to it.
Ooh.
To re-release it as a single and get more traction on it, but also because we're going to be working with some very talented dancers to
Oh, nice.
make a little music video of sorts for it. So
All right.
this is Arms of Sophia. Boys are raised up now, not being taught their worth. That they are born violent, and what's worse, shepherd's hand is pulled away from the human curse. So I take my comfort in the arms of Sophia. my dearest lady lays down upon my bed. And in her sweet bosom is where I lay my head. I am nursed back to health when I enter into her stead. So I take my comfort in the arms of Sophia. Milk overfloweth from your mouth, and crystals from your eyes. Wings cover up your beautiful face, lips as lush as the sky. And you are thy guard of my holy light. So I take my comfort in the arms of Sophia. So I take my comfort in the arms of Sophia.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. That's a nice song.
Thank you. Yeah, we were pretty proud of that one.
Yeah.
Steph actually plays drums on that and flute and
Wow.
possibly piccolo. I don't know if that was a song that she played piccolo on, but she plays sax on it too. So and there's a few things going on.
All of those instruments on the same. Wow. Just with two of you. Wow.
Yeah. And then I play harmonica, guitar, vocals, obviously, but then I also do classical on there too. So that was some pizzicato stuff in there.
Yeah. John Randall says he used to have a home studio, none of that digital stuff. Tascam 80.8 reel to reel 8-track, 24 channel Mackie board. That was a fun time.
Nice. Yeah. The analog stuff. It's all so expensive now. You can't it's very hard to. But yeah, no, I love analog stuff. In the future, I will definitely end up having an analog studio. That's my what I would hope for one day. So my dreams.
What's the um, um, what's the benefits to analog as opposed to the digital?
So it's a very nerdy thing, if I'm being honest, but it's just it sounds better. It's why I have them today. I had them I want something in the background. So I put them up today. So some of my vinyls are up here, but it's the same thing with vinyl. It's a very digital processes things in a way that makes it very like it's almost like copying it in a way that it's like you're funneling everything through digital.
Mhm.
So it's going through it like that, as opposed to with analog, it's actually fully recording what you're doing. So it's it's slightly it's like the difference between like processed foods and like going to like your local market.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like
Yeah.
that where it's like you don't have to, but it is better. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
like it's a slight thing.
All right. Legatus asks, with how much you have to memorize, have you ever played a song only to realize you are singing different lyrics or different tune slash melody?
Oh yeah, it happens all the time. I don't I'm actually I have so many songs and the way I perform them, it always changes. So I usually have lyrics in front of me for these like 3 hour sets. Now, if I have like a small show, I don't do it as much anymore. But yes, no, the biggest one is I will do songs because I do songs differently sometimes when I play them. Just depends on what I'm feeling or if I want to try something different with it, see how people react to it too.
Mm.
And if they like that more, you know. But the main thing is like switching up verses to different places.
Mhm.
Like you'll sing something that you'll be like, ah, that's not where that goes.
Okay.
So I'd say that's the biggest thing.
So each show is a unique experience.
Yes, yes. For my shows, I don't have too many because I do work full time. I'm saving up for some certain things, so I don't play out like every single week. But I do. Anytime you come see me, it's going to be a different set, most likely than the one I just performed. So it will
Okay.
be all like mostly new. Like it will be. It's half original, half done with like covers and stuff like that. But usually the covers are mostly different and the originals are mostly different. So you only hear a few songs I do every single time.
Okay. Yeah, you've in the back room. You told me you like Dylan. I was going. I wish I could ask you to do all of, if you can. I wish I could ask you to do all along the Watchtower. I don't know if you know
Oh,
that one.
yeah. No, that's a good song. That's one I haven't performed out. I played it before though. I haven't
Okay.
played it out with one of my sets. I
Yes.
do a lot of Dylan when I'm out though. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
I posted a cover and it got copyright claimed for that. Yeah, his stuff
Oh.
is very lock and key on YouTube.
Oh.
So,
Yeah. Not good.
yeah.
Uh, let's see.
Yeah, I would say if you ever come out if any ever comes out, one of the best covers I do, and it's pretty much a standard now in my shows because people seem to like it and I really love it, is Boots of Spanish Leather, which is a Dylan song. So I usually do that
Okay.
for sure.
Let's see. John Randall agrees with you. Analog rules.
Yes.
Truer sound quality without digital washout. Downsize, it's hard to get the tape and it's expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what you got next for us?
This is actually this is a standard I do. This is one I wrote.
No,
early
John, he
on.
can't do it.
What
He
is it?
can't do it.
Oh man.
I don't want
Yeah.
a copyright strike.
But this one is called My Country Blues. This song I wrote a while back. This was early pandemic when I wrote this. So
Okay.
you prophesy with all your lies and criticize other people's lives and all the other gods that you don't worship. You stand on the graves of all the prophets that came before you came, and just like Cain, you have slain them. Cut her open and watch her bleed. White and blue, red, now she's dead. I'm just singing my country blues. And those who paint their hearts gold and load their load on the old folks' home are those who stand in the way of freedom. Plague goes on and so does the war, so you call out to the Lord of Lords while Robert E. Lee screams you're a fascist. Cut her open and watch her bleed. White and blue, red, now she's there. I'm just singing my country blues. Now Dr. Jekyll asks Mr. Hyde about the rise in suicide and says, well, Doc, my pockets are getting heavy. Robin Hood conversed with the clown about whether he was right, left or around with a frown, says, gee, I think I'm purple. Cut her open and watch her bleed. White and blue, red, now she's dead. I'm just singing my country blues. Whilst the elephant and the donkey rage about the man stuck in a cage, the man says with a hazy look, man, I'm just starving. And all you puppets get in line for your big brothers keeping time, but not the kind of time that you are thinking. Cut her open and you did nothing at all. White and blue, red, she's been dead, and I'm just singing my country blues. And please, sir, don't tell me what to do. I ain't a pretty puppet that'll stand in line, and if these words offend you, then use sign language.
I love that last line. If the words offend you, use sign language. I love it. That's awesome. Guys, give it up for him. Give him virtual claps.
Yeah.
That was good.
Thank you.
Legata says, that sounds like something Bob Dylan would sing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to take my headphones off for a second. But yeah, no, he's very much someone that got me inspired to first start writing. So
Yeah, that was a good. I like that song. That I love the bluesy sound, and it looks like you've really been able to integrate some blues into your music.
yeah, for sure.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Any questions? Any more questions out there for Cam? Where can one find where you're playing? Well, a lot of my audience is not in the local area, but where can someone in the local area who might listen find you?
I mean, so I'm probably gonna come out with a website here soon, hopefully. But as for now, just any of my social medias, I play on. I put on Facebook stuff. Like I put stuff on Facebook, Instagram, just wherever, like whatever social media you have, I probably have. The only one I don't have is Twitter.
Yeah, it sounds, but it's sounding like Twitter is starting to be a.
Yeah, it's not a super popular place anymore. So.
No.
But
Let's see.
But yeah, I would say on there. I mean, I do play. I will say, look out for it because I do play a lot of different places. Like I played in, I'll go up to Waynesboro and different places. I'm probably gonna try to book some shows out in like Ocean City too. So I mean, I get around. So always be on the lookout because that might be closer than you think.
If you need an amateur drummer, and hook me up. Or look me up. Let's see. Legatus asks, when you play at a venue, bar, tavern, do you get all the free drinks you want as part of your fees, or is that your fees?
So most of the places that I'm getting paid for, so I'm only 19, so I only get like sodas and stuff, so they're always free. I pretty much have unlimited stuff. And the thing is, I honestly think I get the better deal of it because like usually people will just want like a drink or something like that. But since the soda is so inexpensive for them, they're usually like, "Do you want a free meal?" And that's perfect for me because I eat a lot. So
you're 19.
yeah, so yeah, I think I get the better end of the deal for that. Especially at a place like Tiki Bar that I just played at. Oh my gosh, the food was so good. So yeah, it's definitely a benefit. But yeah, oftentimes they give me free stuff.
Yeah, and you're building your repertoire, you're building your voice, so it's a win-win. Being that young and playing these places.
Yeah, but it's often not the only fee. I don't play many places for free. I mean, it depends on the event. It's different for every venue. But yeah.
What's the biggest that you've what's the biggest venue you've played to date?
So the biggest venue I've played is probably one in PA. I played at a it was called Fall Fest. I was in charge of the music for it. And I had some different guests come on. Now it wasn't a huge crowd, but it was a big event. So, and that I'm supposed to do it this year too. So if I end up doing that, it's going to be bigger, and there's probably going to be a bigger crowd too. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, it was a very big stage, and it was a very big event. So yeah,
where's this at again?
It was in so it was for Waynesboro, but it was in Greencastle. So yeah, that was the biggest one I did.
Okay.
But
where in Greencastle? There's nothing there.
There's a field. It was just a giant field.
Oh, okay.
So it was Fall Fest for Waynesboro vendors.
Gotcha.
or event just vendors in Pennsylvania. So, and I put on a show with Elijah Myers, Vienna Notoriani, and Mac Berry. Those were the other ones. But this year we should have a bigger. Well, it's going to be interesting because we're going to have probably a band play. I have some ideas of what I would want to do for my set, which would be with some more instrumentation. Just depends if we get the budget for it. It's the big thing. But the other thing would be too, the food trucks are probably going to be down where we are, so we're going to have to we're going to have more people, which is going to be awesome. But the generators from those food trucks will be an interesting hurdle to get over.
So. Yes, John. Yeah. Now that you mentioned food trucks, we start the perking, because that's what we talk about here at King Dolphin TV. Yeah. Food is a mandatory subject here.
I love food.
Legata says you're a youngly. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll graduate and do the Ren Fair, the PA Ren Fair.
Yeah, I haven't been to that one actually.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I like a lot of the music there, but it's more toward the Celtic old style.
I think I've heard of that. Yeah, I've done mostly events for like Waynesboro and stuff at this point, which is interesting because I am like 30 minutes away from Waynesboro, so I'm not very close. But I did the Fall Fest, and I've done like stuff for their town and everything, like in town. So it's interesting that's me. So
all right, okay, guys, what you got next, sir?
So this is a newer song. I wrote it, I guess, coming up on a month ago, I guess. I'm not sure.
A brand new one.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It was about the end of January is when I wrote it, so.
Okay.
But this is a very random one, but I was trying to write about two other things, which I hope to still write about. But let me see what the chord would be for this. But this is about there we go. A woman who actually passed away in my town a long time ago when I was little. And I remember all my siblings being very sad. It was the first time that I'd seen my siblings, which are all very old. I mean, my brother, I'm going to be turning 20 here this month, and my oldest brother's 30.
Right.
And everyone else is closer to his age than mine. Okay. So I was very young when it happened, but it struck us all very hard because she was very young. She was in high school. And so I wrote a song about it. It was just on my mind for some reason. You know, it's like 10, 11 years later, but it's I don't really have a title for it yet, but it's about Samantha Kelly. So I guess this tribute to Samantha Kelly at this point is a good title for it. But
all right.
Samantha Ray was a lovely girl. She grew up to a teacher and a ranger. Stained glass painted her face. Sunday mornings and in the evening she prayed. She prayed to God. "15-0 with the volleyball team, brightest star in the valley of lost dreams. She gave herself to everything, the only one who could ever truly have her was the man hanging top of a tree. Motion blurred with a dash and meter, she tightened a grip on my car's grab handles. Future was bright and mine was sparse, till the day she gave me her heart. It was pumping like the beat of a drum. Pumping like the beat of a drum. Must admit I'm not too familiar with these back roads that I'm driving. Missed a turn into a tree. What will it be but two bodies in a casket? So I'll pray to God. So I'll pray to God. So I prayed and praise be to thee, who died on a tree for me. So praying for in his name, I am given the victory. So praying a white cut find the shore, salt of the earth. So praying the lights don't burn now, got a Maccabee. So pray to God. So pray to God.
Nice. I if that's how it sounds when it's not polished, I can imagine what it's going to sound like once it's in its final form.
Yeah, we already started on a demo for it. We don't know what to. Well, I kind of have an idea what to do for it, but it's a project that would be very way out there. So but we already started on a demo for it. But
Okay. Legatus asks, have you ever played a song using lyrics someone else wrote, or is it 100% your words?
have you ever played a song using? I mean, I do covers, but I don't really. I've referenced songs. I did it. There's only one time in a song that I referenced another song that I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's like taking someone's lyrics or something, quote
Mm-hmm.
unquote. That was in Autumn Rain, which is actually out now. It has a music video for it. There's two references. There's one to a Donovan song, and there's one to a I forget the name of the band. Oh, they did I forget. Anyways, but I did kind of put references in there. The only one that was a kind of like a stolen line was from Donovan's Know That You Can't Catch the Wind, but that was kind of a reference, so I don't know if that's what you mean. But yeah, I really haven't done that much that I can recall. I mean, I've referenced songs like that, but I haven't really taken lyrics. I mean, there's more so. There's been stuff like I think of the song I played earlier, which was oh goodness, mine's really slipping here. Arms of Sophia. There we go.
Mhm.
Arms of Sophia. That one is very like based off of, in ways, especially towards the end, off of the Song of Solomon, like that book
Mhm.
from the Bible. So I think that there's a lot of inspiration there for like the lyrics, but yeah, but
Okay.
yeah,
Let's see. And you're getting a lot of birthday wishes from John
yeah.
Rendell,
Thank you.
Norda
Yes,
Pupas, and John thought that was a beautiful song.
thank
Yeah,
you.
I've got the feeling once it's going to come out real good once you finalize it. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean it's good right now.
yeah. That was the most I've actually, because usually my writing process is a lot like I will write it down, and it usually comes very quickly or in quick spurts. And then once I have everything I think I need for the song, then it's like, you know, you just analyze it then. That was
Mhm.
all written in one night. And that was I very much, while I was writing it, was critiquing and over analyzing it like
Mhm.
mad. So that was the most, I would say that's the most effort I put into a song, because I sat down, I think, for like 2-3 hours straight one night and worked on that song lyrically,
Mhm.
because I mean it's based off a true story with Samantha Kelly, and I want to obviously be respectful to the real story, but also get the themes across that I wanted to. And so in order to do that, I put away like all distractions once I started to come up with it, because I was like, this has got to be very like what I want it to be. So that was probably the most I've worked on a song in that respect, because a lot of stuff is just personal to me, so I don't have to worry about the uh, the weight of it being, you know, another event like that that's very, only 10 years off, and something very, very personal in that way. So I was very careful with my language in it, with
Mhm.
also oftentimes you don't really have to. So it taught me how to be very critical uh of my work sometimes. So,
Okay.
but that was big
All
thing.
right. You got. Let's see. Any more questions? Otherwise, we're gonna. Uh, you got one. You got time for. You got the. Uh, Wait. John says sometimes the quicker songs are better. Some take years.
Um, well, that's true, because I mean, I talk about it all the time. Bob Dylan and Leonard Cohen, I think, are two of the best writers, but they had very different mentalities about it, because
Mhm.
Dylan would write very quickly. He's more what I usually do. He just kind of writes everything out and then critiques it and like cuts stuff out, but mostly it's just all in one burst. And that's mostly what happens to me. But someone like Leonard Cohen, excuse me, would take years to
Mhm.
write songs at a time, because he was very critical over himself and very, critical over his work and what his lyrics were saying. So, yeah.
Um, how many more you got in you?
I could keep going if you'd like me to. I just
Let's
have to.
do. I think if you guys are okay with it, let's go a couple more songs. How's that sound to you guys? Okay. All right. As you're getting ready, Legatus asks, "We're always here at a war, writing anti-war songs, etc. Have you ever used a world event as an inspiration for a song?"
Yes, I actually have one coming out. I won't play it here because it does have some expletive, very little, but still, uh, language in it. But it will be coming out here very soon. It's called No War Please, and it's about the Ukrainian war.
Ooh.
Uh, so that, yes, I have. I've also written some. I'm trying to think of what else. There's a song I wrote about the Ballad of Dick and Perry, which was a real life case. Trying to think of what else. I'm also working on some projects. I haven't written everything so far. I mean, the one that you just heard was kind of same thing, but just about, I have some projects coming up that are about like Maryland, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia and Colorado. So They're very early on in their stage,
Mhm.
but I'd like to make some. At this point, I mean, these are just ideas on my whiteboard at this point, but I would like to make an album about Maryland, PA, and Colorado, and an EP about West Virginia. So
Nice.
those are some goals I have, but they're very in the baby steps.
Okay.
So.
All right. Everybody's saying let's get some more. So I will leave it to you, Cam.
I'll do a little faster one this time. This is If and I Die Tomorrow. Now let me turn down the volume on the guitar. Maybe when September ends, throw my ashes into the wind. True love is a stormy past. Maids in kitchens never last. Seated throne, then hearts to bend. The tragedy is hard to defend. Broken, stern, and seamless face. Honest history is tracing down. If and I die tomorrow. Mockingbirds are soon to slow. Scarlet fleece is still to sow. Tenaciously seeking fame, though its fortune sought to gain. Pleasantries and present flowers, remedy of patience are. Salty wounds are plain as day. Romantic thoughts have seemed to stay new. If and I die tomorrow. Vanity is all the rage. It's what the kids are doing these days so vigorously. Grandfathers, kings, and queens. Legalism, as it seems, has gone away. But here I am to stay. What does it mean for me? I don't know yet. I just stay here and kiss. 'Cause that's what I seem to do these days. Maybe when October ends, I will find my pumpkin kin. June will start and there I'll be, moving on so breathlessly. February just seems to last longer than my shadows cast. So will come and soon you'll see rainbows of tranquility and dunes. If and I die tomorrow. Ooh.
Nice. Nice. And we've been putting out your links, your YouTube channel, your Gmail address, and your Facebook site. So please, guys, check out Kam Stewart and check out his music, check out his sites, and find out what all he's been doing. All right, what you got next?
Let me see. I had an idea. I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, I do have. I know where my phone is. I do have a song I wrote the other day. So it's very the early stages of development. Right. But thought about playing it.
Okay.
So I might as well do it. But yeah, it's very early on. But but might as well play it just to show you guys.
All right.
This is called Qualms of Innocence. Hey, when people roll their eyes and put on their disguises, funnyisms a rising tide. Never try to hate, but living brings many surprises. There's only one man I love. He's running to me now. Please take me with you like you've done before, to the Louvre in France or through the seventh door. These all-night voicings are keeping me up late. Shadow man before me reaches for my leg. It's hanging over the bed. Am I already dead? Qualms of innocence. I do believe in you, I swear. There's only one man I love. Speaks to me in gentle tones. He's passing through the fire. Is there wood in my hand? I always forget to check. Were you listening to me or only playing Rent? Tapestries muddied over in the fullness of my land. Call my crying eyes, they're opening at last. The room is very dark, and I can't feel much at all. Qualms of innocence. Posted on a wall. There's only one man I love. It'd be just for me. There's only one man I love. He's running through the fire. There you go.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, that's very off the cuff because I just wrote it. I think the other day. So
Wow.
But
Just one day. One day is amazing. Legatus asks, a lot of performers or entertainers today will either be very political or wants to refrain neutral to reach the largest audience. Do you try to avoid such hot button topics from your songs?
not really, but I feel as though people probably don't realize that. I'm very people claim I'm very vague in my songs, So I get that thrown at me. So I guess people don't always pick up on them, but I feel as though I'm pretty open about it. But I also have very mixed beliefs. I'm a very kind of in the middle person as it is. So
Mhm.
I just talk about what I want to talk about. I don't run away from anything. So I'll just talk about whatever I want to talk about, but I don't know if it goes over people's heads or what
Mhm.
happens. But I don't talk about my political beliefs very much or anything like that.
Mhm.
Because I feel my songs express it better. Um, I think a lot of those things are more complicated, and that's why I choose music to talk about them because I think they're hard to express. At least for me, with just talking about things,
Mhm.
things get misconstrued in that way. So
Of course.
I express it through my music. So whatever interpretation you get out of it is your interpretation, but I speak through it. So
Well, as you said in your one song, if your words offend, use sign language.
yeah,
I'm
so
going to use that. I'm going to use that, if you don't mind.
yeah,
Uh,
no, take it.
Legatus Legionai says, vague is good, being in your face is not, in his opinion. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys, this has been wonderful. Fantastic. Thank you,
Yeah,
Cam. Thank you for
of
coming on. It took a while.
course.
Took a while for us to finally
Did.
hook up.
Yeah, I had a lot of things. Well, December especially, I had a lot of. I did a slight local tour. I had a lot of dates then. At least for me, anyways, it was a lot of dates. So, and then, yeah, January just kind of was all over the place,
Yeah.
getting things. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It was very fun, very
All
fun. I
right.
love
And,
podcasts.
and you're definitely coming back.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm.
definitely coming back. All right, guys, you know what time it is. I don't know if Sandra warned you about this one. Oh, wait, what's this? Dark Helmet says, be careful on YouTube right now. It's acting up. Yeah, and John Randall says, it's thanks for another great show. Thank you. And yes, it's time. It wouldn't be a King Dolphin TV show without show notes. What was that, Sandra?
I don't know if I warned him.
Oh, she doesn't
I
know if
don't know.
she doesn't know if she warned
I
you.
haven't heard
So
about this.
all right, here we go. Q Pudgy. What's this? I use sign language when I'm driving. I love encouraging the other drivers, telling them they're it. Yeah. All right. Time for show notes.
It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes with Mr. Raymond and Sandra too. It's time for show notes. Dun.
Dun, dun. I'd love to hear you try and play that.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't. That's
It- it-
definitely a different key.
That's scary. It is scary. All right, show notes. All right. We again, thanks. Another fantastic show with a fantastic guest, Cam. You were great.
Thank you.
Look forward to having you on again. We've got next Wednesday, we've got DS9 Romances with Anti-Derivative Jill. We will be talking about the big three romances that came on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So we're looking forward to that. On the 18th, it was supposed to be this weekend on Just Cuz, but we had to schedule it due to various things. We're going to have Ladies Night on the 18th, hosted by Wendy Webb. And all the ladies will be on the panel. The guys will be the audience. I'm wondering what kind of shenanigans are going to go on there. So please come visit for that one. And ladies, please join us for Ladies Night. On this 22nd, we're going to have Stephanie's Janissex Smuggler's Cantina. And she'll be updating us on what's been going on there, and we're going to have fun. And of course, every Saturday, we will be having Just Cuz, the show where anything can happen and usually does. First weekend in March, it may be a Saturday, or I may have to cancel depending on what time we get back from our away mission. We'll keep you posted on that. Sorry, guys. And March, we're going to have Radio King Dolphin TV month, where we're going to have stories from All Spare, a Dolphin Wars novel, shameless plug, and we're going to have Pudgy stories, story time with Pudgy Hedgehog, in March, Radio King Dolphin TV month. So that is our show notes. And let's see. Snorter Poopa says maybe Cam should rewrite that song. Maybe. And John Rendell says shenanigans to involve the kitty table and copious eclair flavored margaritas. Yum. That sounds good. All right, that is our show notes.
This segment is brought to you by thedolphinwars.com. It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes with Mr. Raymond and Sandra too. It's time for show notes. Dun.
All right, that was show notes, and Legata says, shenanigans. We never do such things. Yeah, right. Let us thank who all was here and made this chat fun. First off, thank you, Cam. This was fun. Your music is great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have albums? Yeah. You said you had a Christmas album.
Yes.
Are there any others?
So I have a few projects out. Some things will be changed here very soon, especially pertaining so for the Christmas album, everything's going to still be on there, but things will get changed, like the thing for Arms of Sophia that's going to be changed a little bit because I'm coming out with a re-release of it. Okay. So but yeah, no, I do have Tales of the Second Christmas. Does have some stuff that are very still winter themed, but not all Christmas. So I would suggest going on there. It's still for the season, I would say. I also have a few singles out, and there should be some stuff coming out soon. I know I'm going to release some stuff in the summer for sure. I have, like I said earlier, I have something kind of coming out for Valentine's Day, but it won't be on major platforms. Everything else, though, I do plan to release a few singles in the summer.
All right.
Yeah.
Check out his stuff, Kam Stewart. You can find him on Facebook. You can find him on YouTube. Yes. Legata says, thank you, Cam, for all the songs and music. Yes, they were amazing.
Thank you.
They were amazing. All right. So, everybody, I'm going to thank you all for coming and joining. First off, our amazing wrench team, the guys who keep the channel awesome. We have our amazing producer, Sandra, my other half, my wife, and the brains behind the outfit. Thank you, honey. Love you. And we had John Rendell. Thank you, and thanks for your talk about guitars and comparing with Cam. We had our first in and last out, Legatus Legion I, with great questions. Those were awesome questions tonight. Pudgy Hedgehog and his hard-hitting cookie question. It wouldn't be the show without Pudgy Hedgehog. And, of course, the bear of the myth, the bear, the legend, Snorter Poopas! Cuba. Great music, Cam. Great music.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So that was Team King Dolphin TV. And now the chat, who we hope and got entertained and had a great time. We had Dark Helmet, he came on. We had Phantom Outsider. And we had Stuart Mitchell. Hope you all enjoyed the music and hope you all continue to come back to check out King Dolphin TV. Please hit that like button, subscribe. We are holding at 248 subscribers. I'd like to get us to 250. So please subscribe, and especially please bring other creators in so we can talk and have them entertain us, inform us, and other stuff like that. And John Rendell says .com. Yep. So everybody, you all have a great night. You take care, be safe, have a great rest of the week, and see you on Just 'Cause Saturday.